Zelda Majora's Mask was an extremely creative, innovative, and ambitious video game that exists as a direct sequel to Ocarina of Time, a game that has been frequently dubbed the greatest video game of all time. Despite the resounding success of its predecessor, however, Majora's Mask is often viewed as one of the weirder or less popular of the Zelda games, and is sometimes pushed into the colossal shadow of Ocarina of Time. Part of why Majora's Mask has such varying reception is because of one of its most brilliant and unique structural pieces, the 3-day system. The storyline of Majora's Mask is that when you arrive in the land of Termina, you have 3 days to save the world before the moon falls from the sky and obliterates everyone on the face of the planet. It's like impossible for Link to save the world in that time, but by the use of his trusty ocarina he is able to reset time back to the dawn of the first day and reset the 3-day cycle, progressing incrementally through the 3 days with whatever he can bring back with him in a wild looping race to conquer a task so fundamentally unattainable that it makes you wonder if even time travel can do anything about it. So yeah, that's probably why people don't like this game as much. The 3-day system is really weird, putting the game on a constant timer that I imagine would be unenjoyable for someone with like crazy anxiety or PTSD, but I don't know, it also makes for some really cool innovations that I feel like you never see anywhere else. Something that's really cool about the 3-day cycle is that it makes it so that events and stuff can happen in real time, and like that just makes it so that the quest lines feel so much more immersive, and it feels like Link is actually interacting with people's lives, where like he can be like, oh, frick, sorry I'm late, I freaking missed it. Like in a normal video game, it feels like the game usually waits for the player to arrive before it initiates events in the game, but like, since everything's on a time, like, things can just happen, and I don't know, it makes it feel like the world doesn't revolve around Link quite so much, which is so cool. Like, without Link, old ladies get robbed, innocent monkeys receive capital punishment and are boiled alive, children get abducted by alien ghosts, and I don't know, just something about Majora's Mask tells the story of the hero's burden like nothing else. In the way that there's so much wrong in the world that even if Link wanted to help everyone, he just can't. He's just like not fast enough, not strong enough to be everywhere at once. And like the atmosphere of like persevering in spite of all of that, like of trying even against such hopeless odds, I don't know, of like being able to help this person in this timeline and that person in that one, just creates an experience that's so unique and interesting. It allows you to see what happens when you fail and makes you want to figure out a way to make things work. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, Wildebeest, this game is called Majora's Mask, but you haven't even talked about masks at all. Does it even have masks? And to that I say, yeah, this game has masks, and also, why don't you shut the freak up? This game has the bunny hood, which makes you just go faster. Like, period. This game has the bomb mask, which makes your face explode. This game has the stone mask, which makes you invisible. This game has the cow mask. This game has the Camaro mask, which makes it so you can freaking dance. And this game has the freaking mask of Don Garo, the frog conductor. As collectibles and as the ultimate prizes for the side quests that the game provides, there are like 20 masks that all have some kind of power or questline significance, not to mention the 3 transformation masks that really shakes things up. Now, some masks are cool and some masks are really cool, but the 3 masks that really make this game pop, the Zora mask, the Goron mask, and the Deku Scrub mask, transform Link into other species and are in another tier altogether. When Link gets the Goron mask, he can go like and also hit people with his butt. And then with the Zora mask, Link gets like electricity powers and arm boomerangs and can swim so good that the water temple doesn't, well, it still kind of sucks, but it's better than some water temples. And then with the Deku Scrub Link, the mask, Link becomes cute. And yeah. So yeah, what I'm trying to say is pretty much that this game goes hard. People often describe Majora's Mask as one of the darker of the Zelda games. Maybe this is because of the number of characters who are killed off, maybe because people theorize that Link dies at the beginning of the game, and maybe because of the ever-looming stakes of mass extinction that follow Link wherever he goes. But there's a little bit more to it. The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask follows the 5 stages of grief, or of dealing with a loss that you can't do anything about. The 5 areas of the game are speculated to have correlation in order to the stages of denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. Over and over throughout the game, you encounter spirits of those who have died, powerless against the trials that have plagued them and the ones they loved, existing in the misery of their failure and of the pain that they couldn't prevent. As Link progresses through the game, he acts as a healer, relieving the spirits of their pain and taking their masks as they continue on their passage beyond. Sometimes we feel like ghosts, beaten and scarred over and over again until there is hardly anything that is left of us. But here we still are, and life still goes on. And though we can relive the 3-day loop of our tragedies over and over again in our memories, none know what the future holds. Though there is no hero of time that can heal the wounds we accumulate throughout life, we have ourselves and we have time, and sometimes it takes a lot of it. Sometimes it doesn't. I guess all we can do is be patient with ourselves and each other.